So you guys, I want to bring y'all this video on Mikey Williams and talk about a few things such as his court situation and also give y'all an update on him heading to college. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, leave a like on this video as well, and also press the notification bell for future updates. Now let's get to it. So here's the thing. We all know Mikey is currently still dealing with his court situation after getting arrested back on April the 13th, which he bonded out on a $50,000 bail and also pleaded not guilty in court to 5 counts of assault with a firearm and 1 count of shooting at an occupied vehicle from an incident that took place at his home on March the 27th. So if y'all don't know on what happened, basically the sheriff department in San Diego stated that there was a verbal argument about guests in the house being asked to leave. 5 people got into a car, and as they were driving away, shots were fired. The car was hit, but no one was hurt. So once Mikey arrived to his first court appearance back on April the 20th, he then was scheduled for another preliminary hearing, which was originally supposed to take place on June the 29th, but they decided to postpone it until July the 12th, which gives Mikey and his attorney more time to get everything situated and get ready for their next hearing. Mikey's attorney, Troy P. Owens, also mentioned to the judge during a readiness conference is that he has received a significant amount of discovery and needs more time for the next readiness hearing, which is on July the 3rd. And he also didn't want to postpone the hearing for too long because Mikey hopes to resolve this situation as soon as possible so he can head to college at Memphis, which they already started summer workouts and training camp. Because if y'all don't know, incoming freshmen are allowed to participate as long as they are enrolled in at least one class during summer session. So Mikey would definitely be at Memphis right now if he didn't have this whole court situation going on. The University of Memphis basketball page on Instagram has already been updating everyone starting their training camp while getting prepared for next season, which they are scheduled to take a foreign tour in the Dominican Republic on August the 1st, and also will hold full practices in a week before their departure. So Memphis is already getting prepared to tip off their season very soon, including JJ Taylor, who is Mikey's high school teammate, getting ready for his freshman season at Memphis as well. We all know Mikey and JJ both committed to Memphis together throughout their senior year at San Ysidro, expected to be a duo in college, but ever since Mikey got in trouble back in April, it seems like JJ was not too much involved in that incident and was able to still enter college with no problems because he is with the team right now. But for Mikey, his whole basketball career is currently on hold until his next court hearing, which will take place on July the 12th, and hopefully everything will go in his favor because this situation is serious. Penny Hardaway even spoke out on Mikey's situation not too long ago by saying, "We have to let everything play itself out first and not overreact because I'm not calling him guilty before he's innocent. A lot of people do that, but for me, we're just staying the course until we figure this whole entire thing out." So Penny is clearly still neutral, and you could tell that he don't want to speak out too much on the situation until everything is resolved. He also mentioned about speaking to Mikey by saying he told him to just basically keep working, keep grinding on your game, the legal side, leave that to your lawyer, and just continue to be a kid. So as you can see, Penny Hardaway is definitely still rocking with Mikey because he knows that Mikey is one of his top recruits coming into his program. This whole situation will honestly be very different if it would have happened while Mikey already entered college. He probably most likely would have got kicked off the team, and this would have been more of a problem for Memphis. But since everything happened during his senior year, all of the heat is literally on Mikey because he is trying to save his own basketball career after a mistake he made, which is really affecting him because we all know he finished his high school career being on the top 50 list in his class, expected to have a breakout year in college and possibly go one and done. But the position Mikey is in right now, who knows if he can even return to Memphis for next season and be able to play, because he do have some serious charges that can carry a minimum sentence of 28 years in state prison. These are no baby charges at all, but we all know Mikey do got a good lawyer, which is helping him out to possibly get a second chance to redeem his life and future. It's really unfortunate to see Mikey go through this before entering college when we all witnessed him flourish throughout high school, as in being a top player in his class. If y'all don't know, when Mikey was a freshman in high school, he was originally ranked 3rd in his class. But once he transferred to Lake Norman Christian Academy for his sophomore year, that's when he started to fall on the rankings, and it just kept getting worse from then on out. Because after he left that school, he then went to Vertical Academy for his junior year, which made him get D-ranked even more, and he also was still a top 20 player in his class. But once he decided to transfer back to San Ysidro for his senior year in high school, things didn't go in his favor at all, because the whole point of him doing that was to bring up his ranking and possibly get invited to the McDonald's All-American game. So Mikey was clearly going through some stuff around that time. That's why he was looking extremely sad during his Puma conference, because he knew that they were eventually going to find him. And now he is currently facing a judge to determine if he's still going to have a basketball career or not. This situation is just so crazy. It really sucks to see Mikey in this position, but he should have known better, knowing who he is as well as having a bright future to possibly make it to the league. He has been handling himself very well lately by still posting on his social media and just doing his thing because he just recently turned 19. So like his head coach Penny Hardaway told him, leave the legal side to your lawyer and continue to be a kid, which I 100% agree with him, because just imagine looking at it from Mikey's perspective, as in worrying about going to court over your charges, and on top of that, at the same time knowing you should be in college while your team is moving on without you. The best thing Mikey can do right now is just keep grinding, keep working on his game, and also keep being a kid while learning from his mistakes. Everything was going really smooth for him until the end of his senior year. Life really did hit him extremely fast, definitely after this situation. So he just got to keep his head up and keep moving forward no matter what. Hopefully he'll be able to return before his team take their foreign trip to the Dominican Republic on August the 1st, because we all want to see Mikey on the court. Most likely he's going to be a starter right away, entering Memphis, being a top player coming out of high school. I hope everything will go in his favor during his next court appearance so he can return with the team as soon as possible. Mikey just recently seen his best friend Amari Bailey get drafted to the Charlotte Hornets. So you already know, Dad definitely is feeling his fire up to get back on the court so he can make it to the league. And even once he enters Memphis, Mikey still has a lot of work he has to do, because he still has to put up the good numbers in college in order to even enter the draft. So we're going to see on what happens. I thank you guys for watching. If you make sure you like, subscribe, make sure you press the notification bell. T-Gang, we out.